what's up guys, Tama here, and I'm back with another JV project to give you guys a bit of knowledge on this vlog. This is now a 3-bedroom house that we've purchased, and this is the skip bin. And one of the key things to note is when you have your skip bin, day one you want to fill it up as much as you can. And what might happen tomorrow, we might come back and find that the bin's already half full or full completely with other people's shit. Like tires, we've had it happen, just general bags of rubbish, and you don't want that to happen because some skips can be expensive. This house here, you can see, has got the scaffolding already put up because it is getting a new roof, and we actually worked that into the contract. So we're purchasing this property with a new roof, and while the scaffolding's up, you want to get a painter to come around and possibly quote even a bigger bonus if the roofing company does painting themselves. So this company does. So because they've already got the scaffolding up, it has saved us maybe a few $1,000s on having them do the painting themselves, which is great. Because it's one of our deals, we have negotiated early access, full early access to strip out the whole house and do whatever we need to do for a whole month before we even buy it. Another key thing that people that attended my seminar learned how to actually negotiate into the contract and what type of clause was used. So maybe keep an eye on my next seminar date, which might be somewhere else in the country. I like this nice new external door, and it's always handy to have this because these are very expensive. These can be like 800 to 1,000 bucks. So when you're bringing things in and out on the demo, make sure that no one smashes it or scratches it, which is always good. Come on in. So we're in full demo mode here. A lot of the walls needs to be tidied up, and a lot of the architraves around the windows needs to be tidied up. So day one, of course, we got a builder to come in here, and he's quoted us on how much it's going to be to fix that type of stuff. We have to get a plasterer in to give us his quotes on how much this will be. Keep the original walls as much as you can to bring costs down, but remember, we are thinking about our buyers. I have purchased and sold a property exactly like this, 2 streets down, 3-bedroom property on a nice tidy piece of land. So I'm basing the sale price because it's going to be exact copy and paste. Got another bedroom here. We're after maximum amount of space. If this old fireplace is not to be used, sledgehammer this stuff, throw it straight into the skip bin, and we can jig straight down to give us a little bit more space. And a key thing to note is when there's a fireplace like this, you always check, is there another fireplace on the other side? Because if there is, 9 times out of 10, it's structural, which means you can't bash this out. But you can bash this lower part, but you can't take this out. Let's see if we're correct. Boom, there it is. So it's double-sided. So we've done this before. It's very common in older type houses, especially say in like Invercargill. So you can rip this off, and you'll be staring at exposed brick on both sides of the fireplace, which is a structural integrity to the house. So you can't really touch it because that amount of brick that's going to have to be removed and dumped is very expensive. So if you can work around it, that is always going to be the best bet. So this is going to be the lounge area. No opportunity to add an extra bedroom in this one, but that's fine. We always went with the whole 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom type look. We come in. Where is the kitchen gone? So obviously this is day one of stripping out. You can see it's all been insulated. Keep an eye out for any moisture damaged framing that the builder might have to attend to. Clean setup they can measure. Always thinking about oven placement. You guys would have seen from the previous vlog, where can we put a nice range hood so it's got the full range hood, cooktop and built-in oven, pantry space and fridge. Where the hell's the fridge going to go? So you're going to have to take point of where the power plugs are, because that is where the plug, the appliances needs to actually be plugged in. We've got, which is another bonus of having a separate laundry. So a separate laundry here, which isn't combined with the actual bathroom. Again, we're looking at what we can do here with having a glass door, because we don't like to have shower curtains. That's just so old, and it's like more suitable for a rental. So what we'd like to have is that nice fancy glass door. We might look at replacing this because it's the old school style toilet. Replacing this might cost around about 600 bucks, including the actual toilet from the plumber. This ceiling is absolutely dog's breakfast. So we'll be ripping that ceiling down, putting brand new ceiling there, and at the same time, we might as well change the location of the extraction fan to be up here. If you're steaming up in a nice sexy shower, you don't want the fan to be over there. You want it to be as close to where the steam is generating. So we're going to have it changed there and duct it outside. New vanity also done. And we might look at putting a nice LED mirror somewhere in, because that's always just nice and modern that first-time buyers like. Another good bonus is that we worked into this. All the curtains are brand new. And curtains can be a really niggly job near the end of pre-settlement inspections, and it's just an overall chattel that can cost you like $2,000. So having brand new curtains part of the house is always a bonus. You can see here the old oven. This is a workable oven, but because we don't live here in Wanganui and we're not going to send it to another property, when you have your Sparky come around, chances are the Sparky can get rid of this for you for free. Or if it's a nice working oven, you say to him, look, we were going to put it on Facebook Marketplace for maybe a couple $100. Why don't you take it and just chuck $100 off the bill? They might barter you down to 50. They might barter you down to nothing. Worst case scenario, you're getting rid of it with no dumping fees, so just let them have it. You know what I mean? That gives us the inside. Just a quick little walk around the outside here. So one of the cool things as well that makes the house pop, this has all been newly reclad from the previous owner. So we bought this in its already reclad state, and it's got really nice joinery, double glazed aluminium, which is another really good bonus for buyers. Come around here. This is what we're looking at for the yard. Pretty landscapable. We might trim down that lemon tree. Doing a nice little check along the fence line to make sure anything there that needs to be fixed. Because remember, if it's on your side or whoever the neighbor's side, it's both people's problems. Sometimes you might need to talk to the neighbor about accessing their property so you can fix your own fence from their side. And it always helps if you can rock over with, say, a gift of chocolates or something before you leave. They're probably going to be popping over for the open home. You know, I talk about it at my seminars as well. The neighbors have a very powerful influence on the potential sale price of your house, so do not forget that. Got a nice little garden shed, and sometimes it's really cool when you can see a mini version of the shed compared to the house. So we're going to paint the house half silver chalice, and we're going to do white trims. So again, we're going to do the exact same with the garden shed. And from a perspective of a long shot of photo, so if the photographer is going to stand here, you want to sort of frame up where, or maybe that angle, and I'll see the color and I'll see the white window frames around here. Because a good photography tip, as you guys would have seen from the villa, I was there on photo day and I made sure I walked around with the photographer and I said, no, make sure you get this shot. Look, I'm no photographer, you guys know that, but what I do know is I have looked at probably more photos of listings and how I'd like to see angles of houses. That I do know I've seen more than that photographer. And lastly, we might look at the last thing of upgrading the old what is it called? I mean, a mailbox. A mailbox. And it's always cool when you see villas like this, you know, with the arch and the type of thing where you can do like a little mini version for the house. That always looks cool, and it looks good when they take the photos from long distance. That is us with this 3-bedroom house, early access. Make sure you keep following me along on my Instagram to see the photos. We'll check on the before and afters. And this one here, who knows, we might take it to auction or we might do a price by negotiation. But once we get the appraisals from the agents, they will give us their professional opinion, then we'll make the decision. We're here to make money, guys, and this is just a little thing here to show you guys that anyone can do this. If you wanted to learn, look out for my next seminar, and thanks for watching.